Hey yogis, and welcome to day one of our 7-day yoga challenge. I am Kate, and this is a start where you are practice. So grab a couple of blocks, maybe a blanket or a towel that you can roll up and sit on as we're gonna start seated. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start in a comfortable seat. I like to sit up on a blanket or a towel if I know I'm gonna be sitting for a little while. It makes it a little more comfortable for me. So you can sit with one foot drawn in and then the other one in front. You can sit with your shins crossed. If another way feels better to you, if you wanna sit on your heels, that's okay. We're gonna be here for a little while. So when I was thinking about this first class, I was reminded of a really wonderful quote from Lamott. And it is, "I do not understand the mystery of grace, only that it meets us where we are and does not leave us where it found us." So I think that's a really wonderful parallel to our yoga practice. It meets us where we are, but it doesn't leave us where it found us, right? It takes us someplace else. It brings us something, it gives us something, and the more that we can put into it, the more we get from it. So we're just gonna kind of move with that intention today. So get comfortable, let your hands rest in your lap, feel your shoulders relax down away from your ears, and start to close your eyes. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you today and you want to keep your eyes open and your gaze soft, more power to you. Just going to start by settling in. To feel the muscles in your jaw release. The tops of your shoulders can soften. And just see if there's any holding anywhere through the muscles in your stomach or your low back. And maybe once you shift your awareness there, you can start to soften, to let go of some of that crunched up tension. And just breathe here. And as your awareness moves inward, take a moment to check in. Just to feel your breath and how and where it moves in your body. And let it smooth out any rough spots. And take another moment to check in to see how you're feeling. Physically, mentally, emotionally, all that. And though I'm going to walk you through a practice today, take a minute just to ask yourself what it is you need. And then we can work together to make that happen. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale slowly, drop your chin to your chest and give your head a little shake side to side. You're gonna feel the tips of your shoulder blades draw in gently toward each other. So there's a slight broadening through your collarbones. And when you inhale, roll your right ear up over your right shoulder and give that a little shake. And then roll down through center, chin to chest. And inhale, roll up to the other side. Same thing, when your left ear hovers, feel both shoulders relax, and then give your head a little shake side to side. And roll back down through center, chin to chest. Inhale, you're gonna roll your right ear up over your right shoulder again. This time, if you wanna deepen the stretch, you can take your right hand to the side of your head, right above your left ear. And give yourself a little assist. And drop your left fingertips to the mat. And without shifting your weight, without leaning, you're gonna walk your left fingertips away from you. Inhale. And when you exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Inhale, roll up to the other side. Same thing here, you can take your left hand to the side of your head. Take a breath. And then right fingertips to the mat. Start to walk your right hand away. This little tiny spider walk. Deep breath. Oh, and then exhale. Bring your hands back to your lap, drop your chin to your chest, and inhale, you're gonna lift your head. And you can open your eyes. Now take your hands out to the side, palms facing up. Inhale, sweep out and up. And when you exhale, just flip your palms and come on back down. 2 more of those. Inhale, sweep it open. And exhale, stretch out and down. Inhale, take the arms, reach them up. This time when you exhale, you're gonna take your left hand down to your lap, flip your left palm or your right palm open, and you're gonna bring your right arm so it comes straight out from the shoulder socket there, right? Inhale, and then exhale, slowly shift so your left ear hovers back over your left shoulder. And then as you extend through those right fingertips, you're gonna start to press your hand down toward the mat, like you were pushing like a puff of air toward the floor. And breathe. And when you inhale, you're gonna lift your head, flip that right palm toward the ceiling, and then take the right arm, stretch it up again. And then when you exhale, fingertips are gonna walk down the middle of your back. With that right elbow bent, grab a hold with the left hand. And feel the elbow press gently back. Low ribs stay hugged in. Sitting bones stay rooted into the blanket or the floor. Inhale, lengthen up through your right side. And when you exhale, give yourself a little lean over to the left. Stretch into those right side ribs. Oh. Inhale, reach both arms up. Stretch it up. And when you exhale, we're going to come out and down. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. You got it. Exhale, out and down. One more. Inhale, sweep out and up. Keep the left arm lifted this time. Right arm's gonna come down to the lap there. Flip your left palm open, and then you're gonna bring the arm out. Yep. And then slowly tip your right ear over your right shoulder and start to press your left palm toward the floor. It may not have to go very far until you feel a giant stretch through your arm, maybe even the center of your palm. And then you're gonna lift your head, flip that left palm up toward the ceiling, take the arm back up, bend your elbow, walk your fingertips down your back, grab a hold, soften your shoulders, lengthen up, and then take a lean over to the right side. Stay rooted through your left side sitting bone, that left thigh. Inhale, come all the way back up. Both arms are reached toward the sky. And when you exhale, you're gonna take your hands behind you so the fingertips dial back. Roll the shoulders back, and then lift into your chest. You can bend your elbows, hug them in toward each other. If you wanna take your gaze up, you can even take your head back or keep your chin tucked into your chest. Inhale. And then slowly as you exhale, you're gonna walk the hands forward, roll over your knees, plant your hands, and work your way into a downward facing dog. It doesn't have to be super anything. We're just moving to kind of work out through the backs of your legs because we were seated for a while. Yes. All right. And then from here, you're gonna take your feet a little bit wider than you normally would. Come high into the balls of your feet. Oh. When you exhale, sink your heels toward the mat. Inhale, lift onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, sink them down. One more just like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink them down. All right, you're gonna lift back onto the balls of your feet and then drop both feet over to the right. So you're on the outer edge of the right foot, the inner edge of the left. Root through both hands, but the left one especially as you drag your hips up and back. Inhale up through the center, and when you exhale, drop your feet over to the other side. Same deal. Hips pull up and back, right hand roots. Inhale, float it back up through your down dog. Exhale, drop those heels toward the mat. Feel the backs of your legs lengthen down. And then gaze forward. You're gonna tiptoe, top of the mat. Uttanasana when you get there. Then you can soften your knees. Maybe grab opposite hand to elbow for a moment and just sway gently. If there's any tension in your low back, maybe now we can start to
Ease our way out of it. All right, and then release your hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Push into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Bend your knees if you need. And then slide your hands down through prayer. Samastitihi. Take a moment here. Close your eyes. With the palms pressing into each other, let the tops of your shoulders melt away from your earlobes. Press the energy of your feet down into the mat and draw up like your legs were straws and you were just gonna suck some of that energy back up. All right, you're gonna open your eyes on your inhale, release your arms. Let's do this. Inhale, come out and up. Exhale and fold. Soften through your knees, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, find your length. Exhale and fold. You're gonna step the right leg back. And drop your back knee. Stay on your fingertips for a moment. If the floor feels like it's too far away for your comfort, find some blocks or hardcover books or I don't know, a stool, a table, whatever works underneath your hands. Sink your hips, lift your chest. Inhale. All right, press into this left foot. We're gonna rise up now. Anjaneyasana. Legs hug in, keep the low belly lifted, but the shoulders soft. Inhale here. And when you exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. The back toes tucked, you're gonna lift the back knee and just rock forward and back. It can be a small movement. You could go super turbo into it, work to straighten that front leg. It's up to you. Just easing into those legs a little more. And soften that left knee, plant your hands, step back into a plank, knowing that you can always lower your knees into a half plank. You're gonna take a breath here, and then lower the knees if they're not there already. Chest and chin come down, elbows hug in, and then launch off those toes. Inhale, baby cobra. If you're like, what the hell just happened? It's okay. You'll get it. I swear. Inhale. And then exhale, release your forehead, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, we're gonna sweep this right leg up and stretch it back behind you. When you exhale, bend your right knee, stack your right hip open. Take a moment. Maybe roll out that right ankle. Inhale, straighten the leg, square off your hips. You're gonna step that right foot forward, step the left one up next to it, Uttanasana, hang out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. And hands down through prayer. Second side, inhale, come out and up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, deep breath in. And when you exhale, step that left leg back and drop your back knee. You can keep the back toes tucked or untuck them. Sink your hips, lift your chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, press into this right foot. We're gonna come upright. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Anjaneyasana, keeping the legs strong. Find length through the crown of your head, through the edges of your body up into your fingertips. Inhale. And then exhale, take your hands down to the mat, lift that back knee and rock forward and back. Yes. Oh, you got it. Then you're gonna sink back into your lunge, plant your hands, step back into plank. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees. If you want a chaturanga, that's cool. Elbows in, shoulders back, baby cobra, or an upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, release your forehead, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that left leg up. As you exhale, stack your left hip open, bend your knee. Oh, take a deep breath there. Roll out your ankle. And then square off your hips. Inhale. As you exhale, gaze forward. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. And fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and release. Press the floor away. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Okay, one more little baby. Inhale, come out and dive. Uttanasana. Lengthen on your inhale. And step your right leg back as you exhale. Back knee stays lifted. Drop your back heel. Windmill it up. Warrior two. Press into your feet. This is a good place to kind of figure out where you're at. Soften your shoulders. Energy stretches fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, reach out and over. Trikonasana. Feel your feet root down. And then again, you want to draw that energy in. Pull it up to the midline. And then press into your feet. Lead with that right arm. Inhale up. Exhale, windmill. Hands to the mat. Step this left leg up and back. Down dog split. We're going to go straight into it this time. Open that left hip. All right, then you're going to stretch it forward or stretch it back. And you have the option here to set that left leg down or to float forward into a three-legged plank or a two-legged plank, right? And you can lower the foot and then lower your knees, come all the way down, or you can lower through chaturanga. And then from here, baby cobra or an upward facing dog. And then peel your hips up and back. Downward facing dog, inhale. And when you exhale, walk maybe a hop to the top of the mat, maybe 3 hops, I don't know. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away, rise up. And hands down through prayer. Last little bit here. Inhale, sweep those arms and fold forward, lead with your heart. Lengthen on your inhale. And step that left leg back. Drop your back heel, windmill it open, warrior two. Yeah, it's a strong pose, so feel it. Legs in, feet rooted, arms extending, heart open, spine long. What else can we chuck into this basket? Inhale, straighten your front leg. Kitchen sinks, come out and over, Trikonasana. Stay connected with your core, sides of the body, hug in as you inhale. Lengthen and press into the floor as you exhale. Yes. And then stretch through this top arm. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend the front knee, windmill it down to the floor. Sweep this right leg up, kick it back, stack your hips, bend your knee. Take a second here. And then square it off. Down dog split. You can then set the right foot down, come forward into plank, or you can give yourself a little challenge before we end here. And then you can drop the foot and lower down, knees, chest, chin. If you want a three-legged chaturanga, and then a baby cobra, or an upward facing dog, and then a downward facing dog. Take your gaze to the thumbs and tiptoe your feet forward. And then take a seat. You're gonna roll all the way back onto your back and roll some circles. Yep. Okay, from here, right ankle over the top of the left thigh, thread the left arm or the right arm through. Give your left shin or your left leg a little hug. Inhale. And when you exhale, you can switch. Left ankle over the right thigh. Soft shoulders, easy breath. Yes. And then release both feet flat to the mat. Arms underneath you. You're going to come into a bridge pose. Just one. Press into the upper arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Lift your hips. Inhale. And exhale slowly. Lower it down one vertebra at a time. And hug those knees into your chest. And rock a bit side to side. Okay, so now it's yogi's choice. If you want to lay out and find your way into Shavasana, and give the video a pause. Take your time here. I'm going to end by sitting upright. So if you need to transition to the rest of your day, you're going to find that comfortable seat and take just a moment here. If you're opting for Shavasana, then please take all the time you need.
Once you get upright here, close your eyes, soften your shoulders. Press your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and take a moment just to check in and to note any subtle shifts, any small changes from when you stepped onto your mat, and recognize that that is from the work that you've put in, the gift of your practice, meeting you where you are every time you step onto the mat. Thank you for spending your time with me. I look forward to practicing with you on day 2. See you tomorrow. Namaste.